welcome to the Manpower Group Lab here at Vivatech. The world has changed in a huge way in the past 2 years, and it's also changed the way we work. Employees are working from home now more than ever before, or combining work at home and in the office, and that has forced employers to find the hybrid way of working to make sure that that works for everyone involved. So as part of its great realization, Manpower Group launched 3 startup challenges. Out of 173 candidates, there were 20 startups who were selected. We've been hearing about all of them this week, and today we're going to hear from Faire. Today we're going to learn more about, as I said, how to make hybrid work successful for both the employer and the employee. So I am joined here now by AllPrive from France, who we will hear from in just a minute. We have Jungle VR, also from France. We have Witrace from France, and Flashbrand from France and the United States. We also have an international jury this year, 13 judges from around the world. They will be putting in their votes ahead of the awards ceremony taking place in just a few hours, so come back for that. All right, let's get started. Our first pitch is from AllPrive. We have Michael Leal, welcome.
Welcome, hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you, and let's hear your pitch.
Yeah, okay. We're going to talk about telework. I guess that today everyone knows what's meaning the telework. It's not only working at home, it's working here, at the hotel, anywhere else. So I guess that all of you know what's the joys of working remote, being very happy, typing the passwords, running the VPN, the token, and all of that. So if you enjoy this, it's not your choice, but if it's something that's boring and hassle for you, so the kind of solution we bring to the market is quite easy. Is this small device is a completely server room. So just you put on the laptop, switching on the laptop, strong authentication working locally, and everything is done automatically by the device. So no more user working with security. For the user is no more hassle doing all of this. They don't used to have to do this at office. The benefits we bring is, as I told, for the user is no more security to run. For the IT, they can deploy and they can maintain up to 15 times faster because there's only one device with EI embedding all the security together. So each vertical is working, but also we have transversal security. So we can fill some gaps that all legacy solutions are not filling. And it's seamless. And also the same device, I can plug it as well on a PC, on a Mac, on an Android tablet, iOS, doesn't matter, he's protecting from upstream for the security. And regarding for the cybersecurity, we are increasing about 25% because there is no more user risk factor of the human running the security, bypassing it, not updating when you have to update, because everything is managed by the security. So that's mostly what we do. It's bringing simple all the experience of the working remote, as well for users, for IT, for CISO. We are located in France. We are moving to United States. And the idea is I wanted to start my telework as easy I'm starting my car. So why I have to have all this hassle when I start the telework, when the technology of a car is very complex too, and it's just a turnkey. So we wanted to have the turnkey for the telework. That's all.
All right, thanks very much. That was AllPrive. Thank you. Okay, we're going to now welcome Jungle VR to the stage. We have Florian Pons. Welcome.
Yes.
All right, let's hear your pitch. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You might want to use the mic. Use the mic. Unless you have a very loud voice.
Because I know I have only 5 minutes, so I want to respect
got
that.
the clock going.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So hi everyone, thanks for having me. So I'm the CEO and founder of Jungle VR. It was created in 2017, so 5 years now. What we do is we help companies with immersive technology, so VR, AR, 3D, and now the metaverse. Mostly in HR and mostly training. We do onboardings and trainings. So we're 20 people. We've done almost 100 different development with big companies and as well as training companies. They use our modules to train other companies. So they do blended training with a mix of VR and real training. Mostly in EHS, but not only, we do Scrum and Agile. So those are all our clients. What we focus on as well is to be really pedagogical, because it's good to know the tech. Of course, VR is a really good tech, but when you do training, you really have to understand that in the end, you need to bring knowledge to the employees and the people. Okay, I don't know about the time, so...
You're fine. Just
yeah,
do
I'm
your
fine,
thing.
okay. So what we do is, so I'm going to pass real quick. Okay, that's PowerPoint. I didn't do it on PowerPoint, that's why the press looks a bit weird. So I'm gonna squeeze all that because I want to go to. Okay, that's not the right press. Okay. So basically,
is this
what
your
we
PowerPoint?
yeah, that's not the PowerPoint. Okay, but it's fine. So what we do basically is 4 things. We do on-demand, so bespoke developments, mostly for industrial companies where we do digital twins. So we redo a factory, for example, for Sanofi, all the interaction that all the people that are working and making the medicine have to do. And so they can train, they can make accidents in dangerous places, by being immersed in the real factory, but in VR. We do as well, we have a catalog of training off the shelf, so it's much more accessible in terms of price. So training organization and big companies as well can use those trainings. So we have fire extinguisher training, we have electric risk, we have a risk hunt in different environments, and a lot of different training. And the third thing we do is onboarding and employer's brand, so where we can immerse in 360, interactive 360 videos, future employees and employees to help them understand the company, what are the process, how it works, and that the company is more appealing. And the last thing that we do, of course, it's a big buzzword this year, it's the metaverse, so we help companies understand what is the metaverse, how they can benefit from them, and then develop the metaverse or bring some metaverse that already exist in their workforce. Last thing, how we can work with manpower. Well, I think the metaverse is a really good subject. All our trainings, of course, they're available, they're off the shelf, and we can develop some bespoke trainings. But I think the metaverse is not a niche, it's really the next big trend that every company is going to have to do. So they can just look and be part of it, or they can actually be part of it and develop it. And I think it's really like when social networks were created, they really should do it now and invest. So we're here to help. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks very much. That was Jungle VR. Thank you. Now we have our third startup. We have Witrace, Miguel Guma. Come on up. Okay. And you're going to tell us a little bit about your startup. Let's hear your pitch.
Thank you very much. Good morning, thank you very much. So I'm here to talk to you about Witrace. What we do in Witrace is we help companies to understand how employees are using your workspaces, okay? So if we look at after pandemic, the situation about how employees we are using workspace is changing. So we estimate that in short time, 50% of positions will be hybrid positions. But real estate is still the second position on cost list for companies in terms of cost of rent space. So what we are measuring with our customers when we are measuring their space is that 40% of their space are not being used. And it has a huge impact in cost, but also in carbon footprint, right? So what we're doing with Witrace is we help companies to understand how their whole corporate space are being used. So we connect the building, and then we are being able to measure every single presence, movement, and dwell time spent in each one of the space of the corporate. And we do this 100% anonymous way. We are not collecting any personal data involved in this. So the idea of this is that our customers, when they are connected with Witrace, they are being able to analyze how employees are using every single space. And then you can optimize different processes. You can optimize, why not facilities, cleaning services, why cleaning a meeting room is not being used. You can optimize booking tools, confirming that the person that is booking is physically on the space in order to confirm the booking. Or you can optimize, you can show which is the real-time occupancy in each one of the areas of the corporate space, that with the people they can move to the area that is less crowded or less occupied. So what we are doing with this, also we can optimize the building management system and optimize the warm temperature of the building based on the occupancy of each one of the areas. But if there is one key, simply KPI, is this new KPI that we have designed, which is called the scaling factor. So the idea of this is that we are measuring that corporate building. They have 5 different floors, and we are measuring the average occupancy of each one of these floors and the peak occupancy. So then the company says, I want to guarantee my employees an average experience, density experience of 10 square meters per person. So we guarantee that these 10 square meters, we measure how we can optimize that space, reducing the total corporate space in order to provide this user experience. So this scaling factor means that we can reduce 4,200 square meters by 1.5, reducing 2 floors without impacting an employee experience. So this is what we do. And what is magic is that we don't have to install anything inside of the company. We are using the Wi-Fi infrastructure that's already deployed inside of the building. So the idea of this is that in just a few minutes, we are connecting the infrastructure, and we are start collecting data of all single device that is inside of the corporate space. So it means no CapEx, no installations, no investment, just a SaaS service that is monetized by a monthly or yearly fee. So we are providing data by an API to connect different processes in the company, but also we are providing a very intelligent dashboard where the real estate manager inside the company, they can see each single building, how it's being used in real time, how it's being used in average, how can be optimized, and which is the scaling factor of each one, and which will be the opportunity in terms of optimize their spaces. So we are a company that we are operating different space in different countries. We are operating today more than 500,000 square meters operating this kind of a space with a huge opportunities here in Europe and opening opportunities with a partner in US. It's a SaaS approach. We can install every country, every building, every space. We don't need to go there. We don't need to install anything. We don't need to deploy anything. Just connecting to the Wi-Fi. We are compatible with Cisco, Aruba, Meraki, Ruckus, the main vendors that they are deploying Wi-Fi infrastructure that's available in all that space. So just to finalize, corporate space are enormous, and employees are changing the way that we are using them. So if I want to take just one thing from this pitch, is why manage any workspace without knowing how it's getting used. Thank you very much, and je veux te remercier Manpower de l'opportunité de présenter ces jours ici à Vivatech et de présenter Witrace avec Analytics. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. That was Witrace. Thank you. All right, our last pitch of the day is from Flashbrand. Come on up. I'm going to welcome Denis Descauses to the stage. Come on up. All right, let's hear your pitch.
Hi everyone, so I'm Denis Descauses, CEO of Flashbrand. Where do I use that? No. How does it work?
Is it just press here on the side? Press kind of hard.
Doesn't seem to work, huh?
I don't think they've changed it yet.
It doesn't work?
Just a a minute? Just a
no
minute.
slides?
Audio-visual
I can do without
problem.
slide otherwise. Yeah.
You're going to have to freestyle.
Okay, I have no slides, so anyway.
It will come, it will
let's
come.
do, it will come. So I'm Denis Deco, CEO of Flashbrand and founder of Flashbrand. At Flashbrand, we do believe that the brand of a company is the brand of its employees. And the best way to grow a company is develop employees with their personal development. So that's our mission. We are reinventing employee development for the new world of work and for what we call the business of one. So, and we consider every employee like a business of one. So what's the business of one? Business of one is a new paradigm that is really a big shift from the work in the world of the new world of work, where the traditional way of working is employees are providing a job and employees are applying to the job. Now we're moving to a different paradigm and different concept where as an employee I've got skills, I've got talent, I want to do things, and I want to work anywhere, whenever I want. And this is now the company that has to see how they can use my talent and leverage. So that we completely shift of power, and this requires a lot of change in terms of cultural change and seismic change in the world of work. Completely giving the power to the employees, giving them agility, flexibility, transforming managers in coaches, and let them manage resources wherever they are, inside or outside their organizations, and giving and changing the way HR processes are doing their processes, moving to processes to insight and helping HR to really understand how employees, what are the needs of employees, what are the aspirations of employees, to better answer their needs and keep them and develop them inside the company. So that's what we. So at Flashbrand, we're completely reinventing the new world, the way of working and the applications. We created new architecture with the new applications. We're focused on people, where we're really interacting with people. We're collecting all the strategic data from their competencies, their feedback, their performance, their objective, their aspiration in terms of career, their wish in terms of development, analyze all these things and with artificial intelligence, and providing value back to the employees, helping employees with recommendation, helping HR with insight, and helping managers with recommendation as well. So how does it work and how does it look? So Flashbrand is an employee-centric application, including a lot of functionalities like feedback, allowing employees to collect feedback, understand their strengths, weaknesses, automatically get recommendation of e-learning, and improve on the fly in the flow of work, as we say. Completely reinventing performance, giving the employee the power to define my objective and at any time, wherever I want. We're completely reviewing also the engagement. We're listening to employees all the time, so that we collect feedback from employees to understand what are the concerns they have, and we use that extensively during COVID, first months of COVID confinement, to detect and help employees on their different issues they were raising. We're completely reviewing also and reinventing career management more oriented as a marketplace. So same thing, we want to collect from employees what are their aspirations, what they want to do. I want to become a store manager in Italy, or maybe I want to work on another project in other organizations, and we provide insight to HR on all these information, so that they can really manage all these things. So we completely replace processes with this, what we call insight loop, and we are developing a lot of value thanks to AI to all the different role of the organization. So to the employees, we have career recommendation, training recommendations, bonus predictions, checking suggestion. We have an AI coach that will help employees with managing their stress, managing their procrastination, their time, and so on. To the manager, we really help them to manage employees in a hybrid way, remote way, synchronously, asynchronously, completely managing talents in a different way. Go and look for talents outside my organizations, inviting other people from other organizations to work on my project, and really helping more as a more marketplace manager. And to HR, we provide insight and visibility in real time of all the skills of all my employees around the world, all their needs in terms of development, all their aspiration in terms of career evolution. And really, for the first time, HR will be able to understand all this and be able to serve the employees and develop employees and keep the employees in the new world of work. So today we are already a global startup. We have customers and users all around the world, presence in 80 countries, 14 languages. We deployed a lot of companies in France and in the US. We're happy to have Louis Vuitton and all the brands and all the maisons of LVMH having deployed Flashbrand on all their employees around the world, so in replacement of SuccessFactors and traditional HR systems. So this is Flashbrand. We're Flashbrand, and we are reinventing the employee development for the new world of work. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much, Flashbrand. Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of our Startup Challenge for today. Thanks to all 4 of our startups. And remember to come back at 4 o'clock today to find out the winner in all of our 4 categories. Thanks for joining us here at the Manpower Group Lab.